Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever Series 2, the Great Lakes. Thank you very much for joining me in this episode. And today we are going to be doing a little bit of train spotting. We haven't done an episode like this in a little while, so I thought let's do a train spotting episode. Simply because I have a really bad headache, but I wanted to get a video out for you guys. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be train spotting in different locations. We're going to be having a look at the different engines that are still running. And with that, I'm going to be taking some notes as to what I need to change, how things are flowing. So make sure you stay tuned for 20 odd minutes of train spotting and some talking about what I'm going to be changing over the next few episodes. Also, don't forget to leave a comment letting me know how much further you want me to take this series. So, on to the intro. So we're going to be starting in Chicago. Now, while we're starting in Chicago, well, quite simply, it's just a really busy station. I'm not going to be doing a train spotting where I jump from place to place very quickly and have fade outs and whatnot. No, I'm actually going to be moving in front of you, so I'll move to different places to have a look. But as you can see, it's a very busy place. You can see that that's the Great Lakes, Lake Michigan loop line that just passed out of shot, the anti-clockwise loop line. And then this train in front of us, this Atlantic, that really needs to be replaced. Don't actually know where it comes from. Again, whilst we're doing this, I'll be clicking on the Chicago-Washington. There we go, it's a Chicago-Washington line, and it has a number of trains, so that's going to have to be replaced. Then we've got this one over here. This is the Philadelphia-Madison line, but as you can see, it's fairly full. 69 passengers out of 90. Which is a good, what's that? I don't know, that'd probably be about 75% full. That's about 75-80% full. So we've got those. So we've got all these trains working. That Canadian train, that red one over there, that is really fantastic. It really works well. I am a little bit concerned about these though, as you can see, with 42 passengers only currently. But anyway, I'm going to be a little bit quiet for a few moments so you guys can enjoy some of the trains coming in and out. So you've probably noticed the only steam engines that we have that are left coming to Chicago, of course, this one here that's just past us. We've got that Canadian, the Can-Am Express line, and we've got the New York Central. Now, I'm probably looking to change the New York Central one out, but the Can-Am Express I kind of want to keep as it is. I don't think we've got any other steam trains that come in. We've got the Thunder Bay line that passes through. That might still be a steam train, but the rest have gone to either electric or diesel engines. And as you can see, that this one here that's coming out, this is the Chicago-Philadelphia one, the Pennsylvania main line, and that's actually a very old engine. In fact, I think that was around since episode 100. Now we're on what, 170 something. And you can see there's a lot more Amtrak. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to a different place just to view something slightly different. Let's go over to here. I wonder if this is going to have anything that's worth viewing. What's the best place to view this? probably like this. There you go. So you can see that the lines we have coming in here, we've got that train that's just pulling into the station now is coming in from Indianapolis. Now that just takes fuel to Indianapolis and brings construction material back. It's not really doing what I wanted to do, so we need to really work on that, but I think that's because of the other line, the stone line, obviously not producing as we want. This one is concerning me. As you can see, 3. I'm just not sure what to do about these. And then of course these are okay at times, but at other times they're not doing brilliantly either. The other concern I have, just generally, just looking around this, is this junction here in itself. Also, these lines are a bit useless as well. I just don't know what to do. I really need to work this out, but this is maybe a little bit concerning. The only problem I have is getting a train up an embankment and over, and then back down over this is going to be incredibly difficult, especially as this one goes up over there. I can't just raise this from here. I wish I could, but I just physically cannot do it. So that's a concern. What's this one? 68 out of 105, that's alright. That's St. Louis to Philadelphia. Don't mind that one running at all in the way it does. So that's great. And now you can see the oil train has appeared. That's the big boy. And how much fuel is that carrying? Because it leaves with oil. It's only carrying 31 fuel, but if we click that, see, that's another problem. It's only got 91 oil to take, and I just... Something's just a little bit odd about this. I feel like maybe I need to add in a mod that stops it from stopping production or something. Something of the sort, because it seems like I just can't run lines that are this long. For season 3 this is going to be kind of important. Here comes another one of those, and this is carrying 5. You see, it's just not brilliant. I don't think there's anything coming up along this way, is there? Yes, there is. Let's see if we can get a decent view over here. 38 and 46. A little bit better on those ones, but still not good enough. Unfortunately, this is just what happens. I like that CSX though. That's so nice to see going overhead. This whole embankment style is very, very nice. I'm glad I decided to do this sort of style. I could have used a flying junction. I guess that might have been easier. But just looking at that and then just seeing one of these popping along at 100 miles an hour. That's just brilliant. Alright, let's move along. Let's have a look. Where else can we go? Of course, this is the traffic that I was talking about. See, now, this one's going to get stuck until this one goes past. Now, this isn't too long. We're at, what, 300 meters or something? 407 meters. Now, imagine if that had another 200 meters to go. That would be a problem. And there seems to be some traffic coming into the platforms as well, because that one's stuck there. It's taken 182. That's not as bad as I thought. Okay, moving on over here. Again, traffic. It's a concern. Traffic is definitely a concern. There seems to be nothing here. Where's the train? Where is the train? Oh wait, there is still some stone that needs to be transported. That's okay, so we still have stone to be transported. And this is still taking a little bit. So you can see that filling up. 49. Now I was hoping that these would be full because they would have to be taking things over to Chicago. Again, I'm probably still going to make that route. In fact, I'll probably do that in the next episode, where that loops out straight towards Chicago. That might be better for us. Let's go find one of those trains of ours, though. Not you. Not you. You're carrying 439. That's not bad. That's a lot better. Definitely. Definitely a lot better. Who are you? You're going to get some stone, and you're coming back with stone. Here we go. But only 382. Now, I just don't understand. Somewhere between saves, things tend to go a little bit wrong. You know, you look over here, we've got 712 waiting to go to Hamilton, and only 69 waiting to go over here. Now, this thing is dropping off whatever it was dropping off, which is quite a significant amount. 400, 500 almost, over 500, so almost 600 is what it's just done, and now it's obviously picking up. But there's no stone at all, and that's a problem. See, so these are the issues I'm running into in the late game that I need to try and work out. I need to figure out what's going on. And if anybody's got any tips, then please do let me know. I tell you what, this is a good place to have a look. What's a good angle? This angle or this angle? I think up on the hill up here. That's probably a good angle to look at. That's probably a very good angle to look at the trains. There we go. We'll sit here for a while. Get used to having a look at the crossovers. I've always liked this part. This has always been one of my favourite parts to have a look at. And the whole idea of this whole bridge section and the way I've done it was exactly for this. And a little bit of trivia: when I was developing this map, the first teaser I ever posted on Patreon was actually that line underneath as it goes into the mountains in the top left. That section is where I built my first track to see if I could lay track between it, and that was actually the first ever track that I laid on this map, and that was before that was before I even started the series off. So there you go. I think that was the tease that I posted to Patreons, and immediately a lot of people went, that looks like the Rocky Mountains or something, but obviously it wasn't quite the Rocky Mountains, but still was America. Is this mountain range called the Appalachian Mountains or something? I think. Don't quote me on that, because I don't know my American geography so well. Plus I've got a headache, as I mentioned at the start, which is also why I'm probably talking a little bit quieter. I'll try and boost my voice, and I'll try and just get things sounding a little bit okay. But like I said, I just wanted to make sure that I get some sort of video out for you guys, and Trainspotting it's not terrible, is it? Well, I suppose it is when there's no trains. I'm going to take a screenshot of this area where there's hardly any trains. In fact, you can only see just the one steam train, that one that is going to be replaced. I wonder how much that's carrying right now. 90. I mean, that's brilliant. And remember, that's the only train that stops in... Oh dear. That's the only train that stops in Pittsburgh currently, I think. Was there... No. Come on. There you go. That will do. The aircraft also need replacing. I keep forgetting about that. Here come some trains. So that's another train that's probably looking to be replaced. That's the Washington-Toronto train, right? Yes. That's the Washington-Toronto. That definitely needs a replacement. So maybe in the next episode, once we sort out that freight line, we'll do that. The episode after that, we'll sort out the Washington-Toronto line and the Buffalo line. Yep. Now we've got some trains coming in and out. There's another Washington-Toronto. And that one's heading into Washington. This is the Pennsylvania approach. That's what I like to call this area. I mean, it starts slightly earlier, but this is still all the Pennsylvania approach. We've got 3 trains coming in on that side, underneath, 3 freight trains, and we've got 1 just leaving, a double header, oil. Obviously that's going to be full. It's going to give us some fuel. And we've got some stone trains coming and a fuel train coming in. The autosave really ruins it, but I've got to have it in just in case of obviously crashes. I don't want things being messed up due to a crash. Look at that! Lots of trains now. Now I want to see trains at the top. That's what I want to see. Lots of trains going in and out at the top. Or in and out, yeah. Yeah, I suppose it is in and out, isn't it? And I'm waiting for that train to come through. As you can see, that tunnel that goes underneath. So it's a tunnel and it's a bridge and then into a tunnel. Sorry, not a bridge, it's an underpass into a tunnel. It goes under the bridge. I want to see one of the trains coming out of that. Now we've got another train right here, peeling in. And another one. That's a steam train coming up. There we go. Again, one of those really busy trains. That particular line is very busy. So I think if I were to change that over to a diesel engine, or maybe even an electric engine, but I think diesel's probably the choice I'm going to take. That's actually going to be very, very popular. I am considering killing the Great Lakes Loop, but that kind of makes all the track that I laid out north of here. And well, actually it's not quite north, is it? It's slightly northeast of here. It's sort of in the direction I'm looking, actually. There's a bunch of track that goes through the hills that would make all of that track redundant. So I'd need to find something to go on that track, perhaps. Maybe just rearrange things. That's maybe the only thing I've got to do. In all honesty, that's probably what I'm looking at. But we'll see. We'll see. Here comes another train. This sounds like an Amtrak. Nope, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I wonder how much these are carrying. 64. Not entirely happy about that. So I need to work out how to improve. I need to work out how to improve the network, but we've got to this point in the end game. Now I know it's the 1980s, but it seems to be playing like the end game because of the way I got the cities built up, and certain things just seem to be struggling now, and I'm worried about that. I'm just not sure how to fix it. And like I said, if anybody does know how to fix it, please do let me know. I'm still sitting here waiting for that train to pop out. The only reason is I just want to see that train pop out. I just think it's going to look really cool when it pops out the tunnel. The only problem is I don't know where it is. See, these ones are probably not very full. Yeah, see, 22. So I need to figure that out as well. Lots of things to think about. I'm just not sure how to go about doing it. Again, I do apologise for any feedback you're hearing. I'm not sure what's going on. I had this in the last episode, and this wouldn't have been the episode today had I managed to record in the last one. But I couldn't because of feedback, and I still seem to be running into that trouble. And I don't know, I just don't know what's going on. I will try and fix it, but it could be a while before I... See, I thought it was interference, but I've tried to clear out the interference today, and I just can't... I wonder what would happen if I pull this out. Has that changed anything? I wonder if that's changed anything. I don't think so. Oh, now we've got a few trains going in and out. I'm not paying attention to that anymore. if you want to help me out on these sorts of things, please do support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Again, I do apologise for the quieter, more subdued video. I suppose that happens sometimes. I suppose that does happen sometimes, and I know that the videos have been a little bit haphazard, but I will be trying to return to some sort of normal schedule within probably a week's time, unless something happens, of course, but I will try by next week to come up with a new schedule that suits me better and make sure that videos are coming out on time. So for example, I think you'll be seeing this on the correct day, but there may have been yesterday's video may have been a bit mixed up, and Saturday, Sunday, I'm sure you guys noticed that there wasn't a video. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much through everything, so I'm going to end this episode here. Let's see if I can do a bit of be a bit bouncy for the outro. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever Series 2, The Great Lakes, and then Series 3, The Great Western Railway. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think and any ideas you have to finish this series off. Also, don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support will be massively appreciated. If you're not watching this on Twitch, do consider also follow me on Twitch. That is free at twitch.tv/ECGadget. I should be getting back to live streaming on that sometime soon as well, so make sure you don't miss that. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ECGadgetLP. Would really appreciate some of that, and especially on Twitter, where you get all the information about any changes to plans I have, which seems to happen a lot lately. That was really a good way to end as well. Lots and lots of trains coming in and out, so that's fantastic. I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much once again, and I'll see you guys next time in Transport Fever Series 2, The Great Lakes.